Hey everybody, what's going on? It's All You Know 1994. I hope you're having a great day today. And we have some more news from the Call of Duty Comms Twitter page referring to Warzone this time around. As you can see here from Call of Duty Comms, breaking news: Verdansk will be coming to hashtag Warzone in Season 3, which is expected to be mid-April according to at the Ghost of Hope. And then as you know, Warzone is kind of it's kind of in the middle right now with Modern Warfare or Black Ops 6. I'm sorry, I don't know why I wanted to say Modern Warfare 3 there, but yeah, I think this is going to be an interesting change if it happens to be legit, because the return of Verdansk has been speculated and been rumored since last year, and it never came last year like we thought it was supposed to. So who's to say it's actually coming? I mean, the Ghost of Hope is a reputable source from my understanding, so I would like to take his word on this, but we'll have to wait and see once mid-April season 3 comes around. But I'm not that much into Warzone. I do dabble in it here and there with Resurgence with friends and sometimes Plunder. But for the most part, I usually have stuck to multiplayer, and in this case with Black Ops 6 this year, mainly zombies. But I think it'll be interesting to have Verdansk come back. I know that there's a lot of people that really like Verdansk and really prefer Verdansk over all the Warzone maps we've had over the years. But at the same time, I know that this might seem kind of cop outish or something along those lines. I watch a lot of FaZe Jev YouTube videos in my time when I'm just gaming or whatever, and I kind of agree with what his stance is on Verdansk, where he thinks, I think we're just remembering things without really seeing the true issues that Verdansk posed as a Warzone map. I mean, there was a lot of I don't like I said, I didn't play a lot of Warzone over the years, so I don't know a lot about the maps and what the issues really were during the time of Warzone over the years. But from what I remember, Warzone Verdansk was a pretty odd map for the simple fact that there was so many buildings that were like 30 stories tall and just so many bugs and glitches. Obviously, this was around the time when Warzone first came onto the Call of Duty scene, so there was obviously going to be bugs and glitches, but there was just a lot of places that people could glitch into to get under the map and whatnot. And then obviously for the whole first year of Warzone, there was no anti-cheat in the game, so cheaters were running amok. But Verdansk just seemed to be like a map that really just didn't make sense to be a Warzone map or a BR map. There was just, like I stated, there was so many of the buildings in downtown that had like over 30 floors on them with only one way up, so people would just hunker down in those buildings and just pick people off that had made their way into those buildings or whatever the case may be. So I'm not entirely sure if Verdansk is the right fit for Warzone anymore. I'm not saying that these newer maps are better or they're worse because again, like I don't really play on them. And I mainly play Resurgence, so, those maps are a lot different and play a lot different than the normal BR maps. But I think a lot of people are just kind of, again, looking at something like this with rose tinted glasses. I think Warzone has always been a pretty popular choice for BR. Over the years, it's kind of fluctuated in popularity. But I think if we really look at this objectively, is Verdansk really the best map that we could come up with for a new BR map? I think that they're coming out with their own brand new BR map too. I'm not sure when that's supposed to be coming, if it is coming. But I don't know if I mean, like people complain all the time in Call of Duty about, not no good content comes out or no new content comes out, but then they swear up and down that all they want is stuff from previous games. But at the same time, then they complain that we don't get any brand new content. So I don't know. I feel like as a player base, we need to look at this more objectively and really consider the fact that Verdansk may not have been as great as people think it is. I mean, you have to remember Warzone, Modern Warfare 2019, Verdansk was around the time of the COVID era when it really hit us initially. So everybody was inside playing video games, not really able to go outside and do anything. So that's why BR in Warzone back then really was so popular and why everybody quote unquote loved Verdansk is because nobody really had a choice. I mean, we couldn't go outside. We were stuck inside because of this quote unquote virus. I'm not going to really get into that. I mean, that's really political, but whatever. and we just were stuck inside playing video games. And I think Verdansk was obviously a very sought after map at the time. And there are people out there that will swear up and down that it's the best BR map that's ever come to Warzone, and that could be true, that could be false, who knows. I'm not really one to have a strong opinion on that because I never really played Warzone that much back then, or even now currently. But I think that people need to take a step back for a second and really question whether or not Verdansk is the true answer for Warzone at this point in time, or if they should try their hand again at another brand new map. Who knows? If they did try a brand new map, like I said, I think it's rumored that they're going to be making one, but I'm not sure when or if it is true or if they are making one. Maybe that map will be better and Verdansk will just, be Verdansk. But it's hard to say. It really is. I don't really have much to say on this topic because, again, I'm not a Warzone player. I don't really play it in my free time or when I want to play Call of Duty. I just want to see, some good changes to the game in Black Ops 6 right now, so I have more interest in playing Black Ops 6, and just right now there's nothing going on that's really grabbing my attention. That's why you're seeing Modern Warfare 3 gameplays in the last few videos that I posted on YouTube. Who knows? I want to see all facets of Call of Duty thrive at the end of the day. Warzone, zombies, multiplayer. I want all three of them to really shine and do what they need to do to retain players for however many months they need to do so until the next game comes out. And I think it would be cool to see Verdansk come back. I will say this. I think it would be cool to see Verdansk come back as kind of like a nostalgia trip type thing or a throwback type thing. But at the end of the day, I think it's only going to last for a short amount of time before people realize that Verdansk really just wasn't that great of a map. And it's not going to be quote unquote fun for very long. And that's just, I feel, the issue with a lot of things in video games with nostalgia is people are blinded by nostalgia. Nostalgia is a good thing, but it's more or less a bad thing. But the simple fact is, people don't see things clearly when they're blinded by nostalgia. And Verdansk is in that category, I think, because it's just, the map may have been good, but there was a lot of very glaring issues, I should say, that the game had, or the map had, that I think people really aren't looking at objectively right now, and they just really want Verdansk back because they think that's going to save Warzone. And it could save Warzone, it could not save Warzone. There's no way to really know for sure right now. Like the post said, supposedly it's not coming out till mid-April, Season 3, so only time will tell. But I'm going to wrap it up here, guys. I know this is a bit of a shorter video, and it's kind of off topic of what I normally like to discuss in Call of Duty, but I just happened to see this on Twitter while I was scrolling through it, and I felt like it would be an interesting topic to talk about. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, go ahead and leave a like and a comment down below. I would greatly appreciate it. If you disliked it, go ahead and leave me a dislike. It doesn't hurt my feelings. And this is All You Know 1994. Peace out.